Well, good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Westcliff Koi Pond. I have to start off by saying apologies again, once again. I've been away about 5 weeks. No videos for 5 weeks, so apologies for that. I say I was away for 10 days. We went off to Greece for our holidays, which was very nice. Very, very, very nice. I think I said on the last video that I was having a nitrite spike. I think I ended up really pumping the pond out really low. And I done it once, I pumped it right down low, filled it right up, tested it, same response, exactly the same, it was high. So I pumped it all out again, tested again, and it was still high. So anyway, I couldn't do a lot about it apart from stop feeding the fish. So I put the auto feeder on while we was away, and it really wasn't delivering a lot at all really, and it was going off 3 times a day. Well, when we got back from holidays, it did have a little bit of food left in it, but it was almost empty. So although the boys and girls were getting a bit of food, they weren't being overfed. So that was that. Also, before we went away, on the pressure filter, I said to Doreen about getting some spare bits in for the pressure filter. So it's got quite a large lid on the pressure filter. I could walk in there and show you. It's in the greenhouse, so I could walk in there and show you it, but it's absolutely stinking in there. I think we've hit 31 degrees here today, so it is warm. But I will walk in and show you quickly what I mean. Oh, it is. Whew. I think we're cooling down a bit now after this week, so going back down to 21s and 23s. Yeah, so what I wanted, when you take this lid off, this main lid, around the outside there's a massive, great big washer. And we always have problems getting this lid back on. Always problems. Then I just will not go down properly. So I said to Dorian, in the end, I'm going to break that washer. I know it's going to split. So I said, order me another one of them washers. And I want 3 washers for this. There's like 2-inch washers got to go in there. 1, 2, 3. Right? And obviously UV bulbs. So I'll tell you about this story on the next video because it's a bit long-winded. So stay tuned and watch the next thrilling episode. The tomatoes in here are going berserk. Look at the size of that. And look at these 2 conkers down here. Look at them. This is a new variety, which I haven't got a clue what it is. All the rest are Gardener's Delight, little cherry tomatoes. The grapevine is the best it's ever been. There's so many grapes on there. I think I could open up a vineyard. It'd be like Ronald McDonald's homegrown grapevine. So that's going right over the top, the grapes, right the way through the greenhouse, through the roof. The tomatoes are joining it. They've gone up to the roof. That's got to be clipped back. So if we should have an abundance of tomatoes anyway, and grapes. And look at this, courgettes. Well, I don't know what these are going to turn out like. I might give them a drop of water in a minute, make them look a bit happier. Yeah, so fish. I think I told you about Thomas on the last video, where he had a really thick slime coat, and I gave them 1 dose of formaldehyde. And I'd say, when I say it was a thick slime coat, it was really thick. You could see as he's swimming around, it was white. So I'd say he had 1 dose of formaldehyde, and virtually overnight that had disappeared. I'm pleased to say that Thomas, he's back to his old self, feeding like a good one. So, believe it or not, I gave it another dose of formaldehyde before we went on holiday, which was, well, say now it's 5 weeks. But look what's happened here with Tim. You know, the fish with the swim bladder problems? Wow. Where's his swim bladder problem gone? He's swimming around here. He's been up now for a week, swimming around like this. He's feeding. Having said that, today's the, well, it was feeding this morning. He stopped feeding this afternoon. Whether it's a little bit too warm for him, I don't know. But he's back up as he was. He might respond to a couple of fingers in the water, so he can come over and have a little look. So there's Tom, who I was advised to put down because he had dropsy. There's Tim, who I was advised to put down to be, you know, be cruel to be kind. And both fish have righted themselves. Well, mind you, Anne from Essex Koi Keeper said hot weather, Tim could sort of get better, but even the really, he had a bad mark on his side, which we treated. We took him out, sedated him, treated the side, and I will say that is nowhere near as vicious as it was. It really did look sore. You can't really see it. I could try to zoom in, but it's gone a very dark sort of red. Where it was, you just see it on this side there. That would really look sore. And when I took him out, I went, oh, it really looks bad, you know. But look at him. I really didn't want to lose him, really, because he's my biggest fish in the pond. I say he's just on 60 cm, and he's a real friendly chap, I tell you, really friendly. Everybody else seems to be doing well. Also, guys, I hope you do all join in with Vince. Vince, what the hell was happening to you, mate? It looks like everything you are touching is just turning to crap. Oh, mate. All we can do, guys, is just keep your fingers crossed for Vince and hope he gets this bloody drum sorted out. What a nightmare. I was getting in the sweat just watching him the other day, taking that apart. So, if anyone can sort it, I'm sure Vince will. Plus he's got the supplier he's found for the drum filter. I'm sure he will try to get something sorted with this washer. See now that he's actually snapped. That bolt going through the actual shaft is snapped. So now he's going to need a new shaft and a new washer. Oh gee, what an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to leave this one here a little bit short, because the story of the pressure filter fittings, that's quite a good one as well. So I'll make sure this one loads up first, because the camera has been playing up. It keeps telling me that there's not enough storage to back up. So I'm just waiting for my man over the back there. His son's a bit of a whiz kid with computers and everything else. And I know there is a button on here because he's done it for me before, where you can delete videos from the device. Know me, I'll press delete and I'll delete everything. But I say, all's well with the fish. That's the main thing. Yeah, it's got a few flickers, flashes. But apart from that, sweet as a nut. Nitrite is still high. That's but they don't seem to be bothered with that. What can I do? What can I do? I can't keep draining down. I can't keep draining right down and then refilling with no result. It's pointless. You know, I dare say people will say, well, you'd need a new filter. So what do you recommend? Getting a drum? I don't know. I've had this filter in there for 5 years and it's served me well. I've had a couple of outbreaks of fluke and that has been it. But so these boys are happy enough at the moment. So it's so pleasing to see Tim and Tom back on form where they're supposed to be. So anyway, I'm going to leave this one here, and I will be back in a couple of days to keep you updated and tell you the story about the pressure filter fittings that I ordered and a little bit of fiasco we had with that. So watch this space and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you're all coping well with this 30 degrees or 31 it's been here today. Absolutely stinking. So I'll catch you guys up on the next one. All the best.